Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Oh my goodness, I am so excited, and hopefully you will find it interesting as well. Before I get into the video today, I just want to say hello. Excuse the cough. It just is driving me nuts, but I've got my water here. I hope you're having a great day, evening, whenever you're viewing the video. I hope that you are feeling good. And I want to thank anybody that is new that has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for that. For those of you that are faithful watchers, I thank you. For those that are just dropping by, thank you. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm grateful for everyone, and I really would love it if you would push the little like button and comment. I love your comments. I really do. So what I thought we'd do today, as I'm sharing this with you, this is something I just came up with yesterday, actually. Okay, today is Sunday. Yesterday I came up with this cute little journal, just a fun, sweet little something or other. You can put whatever you want in it, and it's made from music pages and fabric. It's got a fun little fabric strip, and then on the front I have stitched kind of some crazy quilting, a little bit with some of my scraps. And then if you lift up this little fabric flippy dippy, here's a sweet little journal card, separate, and you can lift up and see the words to the song. This one was, we're gathered together, da 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 da. Yeah, that one. And then this one is Bethlehem, which is a fun Christmassy one. I'm working on Christmas stuff, having a lot of fun. But I thought what we could do is we could pick some insides for this one. I've got the cover done, but I don't have anything for the insides. And as you can see, I've got some note paper here. So, yeah. Okay. So I will just share with you, Barbara has invited me, Barbara with 49 Dragonflies. I love her. I've been a design team member of hers for a little while now, and she has invited me to be her next guest on her podcasts, and I'm so excited. There will be Barbara, of course, who is the main gal, and and if you haven't watched her channel, oh guys, you just got to. She's got amazing things. She's a great artist. And Louise Heinzel, who is also a design team member, and she and Barbara and Joey DeFee have been doing quite a bit of this, working on projects and whatnot together. And I just feel very honored to be a guest. And after I said yes, and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm bald. Oh, they'll see me. But I'll come up with some hat or something. I do have a wig, but I'm just not a wig person. I don't know what it is about them. But so the reason that I'm doing this right now, and that it's really kind of important, if you have any questions that you would like to ask, Barbara has asked me to ask my viewers for your questions. So please, if you normally don't comment, but you just like, or you just, enjoy and don't do either, that's fine. But would you please for this video, would you please write your questions? Anything that you would like to know that's craft related, that's, creating the YouTube thing, what we do, and why you're here watching, Anyway, questions for us, that would be so appreciated, because Wednesday, it's either Wednesday or Thursday. I have to find out from Barbara because she's in a complete different time zone. She's like 7 hours ahead of me. And so I'm not sure. I know it's Thursday in one area and maybe still Wednesday. And anyway, you get the picture that... Anyway, that's when we'll be going over the questions. And so this is your opportunity, guys. If you want to know anything, go ahead and ask, and we'll go over all of that. I'll have a Zoom session with Barbara and with Louise, and I'm really looking forward to it. Louise is also just an amazing artist. I've been extremely impressed with her work as well. So I feel kind of, I don't know, definitely low man on the totem, and that's okay. I just feel honored to be in company with such great people. So, okay, that's that. Now, on to this. This sounds really, this is going to sound kind of strange to maybe some of you, but maybe some of you will appreciate this. For me, the cover, doing the cover, coming up with this idea, I haven't seen it out there, but that doesn't mean it isn't out there, or variations, I'm sure. But I was just trying to find some music that was Christmassy, and I came across these pages, and so I thought, well, by folding them, can make it nice and sturdy, and we can do a fabric spine in it. So for me, this was the easy part. This was very easy. The hard part for me, you guys, is picking the papers, is finding the papers to go inside. I'm just like, sometimes I could spend hours because I have so many papers and books, and I don't remember, well, I got this one book and I know it was really cool. Where did I put it? And I know I got this pad of paper. Where is it? And so I'm just like, oh, goodness. So let me do like a quick little flip through of this one. And on this too, along with your questions for us on the next podcast, if you have ideas or things on the insides of journals, the papers that you put together, a way to just make it super easy for me, I would love your comments. I would love your ideas, really. I don't know what it is. I have a mental block or something that these can take for hours. Okay, so what I did was I had an old little golden book that I took apart, and it's titled The Animals Christmas Eve. So I have included a page from there, and on some of these, because the paper is very old, and so when I fold a page and it starts to crack, then I know it needs reinforcing, and so I get out my washi tapes to reinforce and make it stronger, because for obvious reasons, you don't want it falling apart. And then also for decorative purposes. This wasn't falling apart, but I just thought it was a fun decoration. And it's a good way for me to use up my Christmas washi tapes. And if you've seen some of my recent videos on the washi, you know I have washi. So I want to use it up. Okay. So we have this. This is a sandwich bag, and it isn't specifically Christmas, but I thought, why not? It's a little eclectic, and I added some washi tape to this. Now, I haven't cut an opening here or here, but someone could absolutely do that easily. I just thought, you know what? Sometimes it's just nice to have a pretty page, and then you have decorating that can be done on this side, but it could be opened for, you know, making a pocket. And then I had some old receipt books from, what is this? Some Woodcraft, Neighbors of Woodcraft, that I don't even remember where I picked it up. Most of these have been picked up in thrift shops or garage sales, because that's usually the only place. I mean, I do go to Hobby Lobby on occasion, you know, and use a coupon or something when some of those things are on sale. But for my ephemera type papers, it's usually a thrift store or a garage sale. So here again it's a legal paper. I liked the color on that. This is Bohemian Rhapsody. This is some music that I have. And you'll notice in the very ends, well, tucked down here, this also has washi tape because this paper is older. It's nice, it's sturdy, but where you fold it, there's a crack. And so here's, these two kind of go together. There were of the same legal documents that I was able to get. And this is really sturdy. And here again is some type of receipt from something, and I've trimmed these down. I'm not generally a ripper per se when I do my papers, because when I'm journaling, I don't particularly like to journal on ripped pages. I like them. I think they're pretty, and I admire when others do that. But that's just not something that I do a lot of. I might do a little something here and there, but generally speaking, I like my papers to be a size where they can actually be used and written on, or pictures put there, or, you know, as a glue book or whatever that way. This is some of my favorite paper right here, and I use this when I can. This is that old Dutch, it's a religious book, but obviously I can't read Old Dutch. But I did coffee dye here using a stencil, and so I folded this up so that can be a nice tuck spot. People can glue or stitch. Well, it'd be easier to glue. It's not that easy to alter your pages to stitch, take to the machine once your little book is put together. It's great to do it when your pages are loose, but once your book is put together, I don't find it that easy. And then here is another, this is The Night Before Christmas, and this book was ripped apart where the cover was completely gone, and the first one or two pages were also torn away, and it definitely needed washi tape to stabilize it, but it's so sweet. I was happy to include a little bit of that. And then of course here is the other side, the mirror image of everything that I've already shown you. So we'll just kind of quickly go through that. And this receipt, it came in a book, and it's, I don't have it here handy, or I'd show you the book that I took it out of, but it's 3 receipts. And so because it's perforated, I put washi wherever the perforation was too, and I didn't want to have just 2. So here you've got a little tilt out or tip in, or can make a pocket of that. Now this side of the sandwich bag, I did open this up. I really did. But I have used washi, and then of course this is the other side. And I had printed on these sandwich bags. So there we go. Now, one thing with these little, you'll see the folded paper, and I haven't even stitched that together on the top or the bottom. I thought that I might make a few of these and put them in my shop, and that whoever gets it, they can glue that shut. They can leave it as is. They can make a pocket if they want on the front and the back. So, okay, so that was really fun, but it took me forever to do. Okay, so this is my process, and then I would love it if you would share with me the right way to do it. Because I have no doubt that there are many of you who are so much better at this than I am. And I'm cool with that. Totally cool with that. Okay, so this is 8 inches wide and 6 and 3/4 inches tall. Okay, long, tall, whatever. So the first thing I'm going to do, and you probably don't need this, but for me, I do. So it's 8 inches wide by 6 3/4 inches high. Okay, I'm just going to set that to the side over here where I can take a peek at that when I start to lose. So no page of mine should be bigger than that. And generally speaking, I won't want to even have it come out that far. So I will probably do in the neighborhood 8 inches wide, so probably 7 3/4 inches at the most. And I probably will do the 6 3/4 high, and then maybe some a little bit shorter. Depends on what it is that I put in. Okay, so trying to keep with more real ephemera, which I love. Don't we all? Okay, so I took apart one of these guys, which these are so cool. I've picked these up at flea market type places, and I've also been sent some by some of my amazing subscribers too. So with that in mind, let's see, if I were to, what did I do on this other one? I actually pulled one earlier, but I didn't use it because I had already enough, I think. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what... Okay, so that's kind of a clever idea. Yeah. So what you have to make sure is that you don't go higher and you don't go wider. And half of the 8 inches is 4 inches. So I don't want to go wider than about 3 3/4. That's a good size. So we can add that to the pile. And I could have ripped this in half this way or whatever, and then folded it this way, which would have been okay too. That would have been fun as well. Okay, so we'll set those aside. What else have we got here? Trying to keep it kind of similar, because if I do put some of these in my shop, I want to make sure that my materials are a lot the same. Okay, so this would be in half. I don't know. This is the part. This is the part where it's like, I don't know, you guys. Seriously, I want you to tell me what to do. Like, tell me. Please tell me. And I definitely want quite a few journaling places, along with some of the extra ephemera. What's that? That's actually going to end up to be too big, I think. Too wide for my liking. So I'm just going to fix that. And I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. There's the hole. For whatever reason, I really don't care for those that much. I mean, I keep them, I keep them in, but they bother me. They bother me, you guys. But I still use them. Okay. And on something like this size, I'm thinking 10 to 12 papers could be good. Now here's one that I took from a typing book that is longer. Well, let's see, I can show you that. I have this old Greg typing book, and it's so luscious. And I deliberately kept these little holes where it was put together, where it was bound, and then did my measuring. And so I know that's going to fit nicely. And you can do like ripped edges. You could do it by hand. You can do it straight. You can do it with a rotary cutter that has the like pinking shears that way too. So it all, you know, it's all good. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Now I also have one of these bags, and I've kind of trimmed it down, and on this one I thought we'd do a pocket on both sides. So what we need to do is get some washi tape. Well, I won't do that. I won't do that in this video because my main thing was honestly telling you about the honor to be on a podcast with Barbara and to have you put your questions. If you haven't done your questions, don't forget, please, please. But I will put washi tape, and then I will use my punch, circle punch, to do on both sides so that it's easy. Whatever I put in tags or whatever, whoever gets these, they will be bare. I'll just say that right now. The decorating is just going to be like washi tapes and the cover, the front cover. The idea is to have the insides just so that it's, you know, it's just fun to do some creating in there, and to whoever gets it to put their own spin on it as well. So now here's something that I didn't do in the other one, but I thought, you know, I have these amazing envelopes, and I absolutely love these. These are from my folks, my parents, and I can't keep, personally, all, I don't know how many, but it's a lot. I can't keep them all. It's not even practical. What's going on here? Oh, wow, look at that. Wow, well, isn't that Christmassy? Okay. Well, I think that would make a great page. Now, let's do some measuring and see. So, I think with this one, we will, no, I think we'll just trim it. And we'll trim it to about 3/4 of an inch. Let's take a peek, see. Okay, so that'll make some wonderful, that'll be cool. So we're just slapping these together. Now I need some more writing paper. And I don't know if you guys have ever picked these up. I used to be able to pick these up in like Goodwill or other thrift stores for like $1 or something. And I've used them for different things. But I love these pages for writing on. And that's how I got these pages. I had to unstitch, cut the stitching apart and pulled the papers out, and then it left a core amount that had been glued, and it was very difficult to get those. Well, yesterday I got those out as well, but these will definitely need to be measured because they're too big as they are. So let's see, I think I'll use this as my top, and we'll go with, what was it? It was 6 3/4. Okay. 6 3/4 by 4, but not really. All right, let's do this. And we shall trim this off. And then you have all these extra papers for doing something fun with. And so that will give me a couple of nice pages. And we'll just add these to the mix, to the mix, to the mix, to the mix. How many have we got now? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's keep it going. Some of the other things that I have put in are music pages. So I had these cut when I did the one yesterday. So there's another one. And here is the animals' Christmas. And so another little, anyway, can't even think of it now. The little golden book. And then I have this record book that has this amazing, I don't know how old these are. These are probably in the 70s, 60s or 70s. And what I did was I created a pocket, 2 pockets, or whatever you want to do with it. But I didn't want to cut this off to put in here. And so I cut it down the center here and snipped just a little bit each side up to my fold line. And that makes it so that it will fold really nicely and this doesn't get in the way of the fold on either side. So we'll just grab that. I also have some, I think this is paper. You know when you go to a doctor's office, and do they still have paper on those, you know, where you sit up on the table or whatever? I don't even remember. But I picked up a couple of rolls of this stuff somewhere. It's kind of shiny on one side and plain on the other. Well, I have been using these as drip papers for my coffee dyeing. And so, you know, this is fabulous. So we better put one of those in there as well. And then she said, just a page, just a plain old page, you know, something, I don't know. Let's see, do it this way. So fold it this way. And let's see, what else do I have that might be more Christmassy? I'd like to get another page. Okay. here is part of that with the animals, their Christmas. And I think what we'll do is we will clear this off. Come on. And this is great because it matches kind of the blue in there. Didn't plan that, but that's kind of fun. So there's another page. How many have we got now? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have, did I put 2 of these in here? I don't think I did. Okay, so that will be kind of basically what I put in here. And then I will do just the 3-stitch, binding. And I'll just like I did on here, and I'll have my tails and bow on the outside here. So, okay. Well, I'm going to call this good. I love you guys. I hope everything's going well where you are at. And I would, seriously, I'd love to have you write your questions down for me, and we'll take a look at those. And if you have suggestions for me of a better way to do the insides of these little journals, and it doesn't matter what size they are, really. I struggle with that process. All right. Until next video, guys, have a fabulous day. Bye-bye now.